Yo, what's up everybody? So today we're doing something a little bit different. I usually make flower arrangements out of flowers that I buy from the flower mart, but I understand not everybody has the opportunity to have a flower market or to even live in LA, to be specific. That's where I live. So today we're gonna buy flowers from the supermarket, and my choice is Whole Foods. They have a decent quality of flowers. I'd also recommend maybe Trader Joe's, Ralph's, and Vaughn's. I'm not really a big fan of them, to be honest. But if that's your only option, hey, you can do that too. But let's go into the Whole Foods. So I didn't realize the line was gonna be so long, so we're gonna be here for a while. All right, so there's actually not a lot of selection. Terrible selection, actually. There's a location in Brentwood that has way better stuff. Quality isn't so good either. See that? Yeah, it's not the best. I mean, it happens in transportation. Like those daisies, ugh, terrible. So I don't know, we're gonna look for something. I'm looking for something like green and blue, but I don't think I'm gonna find any blues. So I'm definitely I see some green, some pom-poms. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'll show you guys what I end up picking out, and then check out these hydrangea. Pretty bad quality. Honestly, they're very delicate flowers, so it makes sense, but oh, look at that too. They really should do a good job of taking them off of display, because I mean that just makes them look bad, but I mean what can you do? They're pretty busy right now. This is what I end up getting: some white spray roses, some pom-poms, and some alstroemeria. So like I said, not a lot of selection, but I guess I'll make it work. So I'm headed home now, and as you guys seen the flowers that we got, like I said, I was very disappointed with the selection that they had there. I've gone to the one in Brentwood, but the one in Brentwood is super far from my house, so we're gonna go ahead and just work with those, and we'll see what we come up with. So we're finally home. I did take a little detour. I had to get a haircut, as you guys can see. Also changed the outfit a little bit. But we've got our flowers. What I did, as soon as I got home, I cut them, put them in some water. You want to properly hydrate them, because the water that they put them in and the buckets they put them in at Whole Foods it's just to keep them alive, really. And that's why you can see the quality isn't the best, because they really don't care about the quality. Or maybe I shouldn't say they don't care. They just have other priorities. So we're going to go ahead and work with this. It is going to be all flower arrangement. You know, sometimes I usually do put greens first. I do want to also mention that there is these packets of flower food, so I'm going to go ahead and use only one of them. They come with every bunch, so I only need one of them. So just going to cut that off. And believe it or not, this does make a huge difference. Basically what this is just a mixture of chlorine, just a little bit of chlorine, sugar, and basically the chlorine is to keep the water cleaner for longer, because bacteria can tend to build up in there because of the stems, and the sugar is basically food for the flowers. So I'm gonna start with these green pom-poms first, kind of creating the shape of what I want. I'm gonna go for like a traditional dome shape. I am cutting off some of these green leaves. I'm leaving a few on, but some of them are just kind of broken already, so I want to get rid of them. So let's start with this. We'll throw a few of these in here. So we got one. This is gonna be super simple, super fast. Don't think about it. It's kind of however you're feeling. I'm almost going for like a wild, natural look, so I'm not gonna stress too much. Things are gonna tip over, don't worry about that. When I first started designing, I'd be so stressed about this constantly falling over, and then I'd spend most of the time just rearranging things. But you can deal with the rearranging for after. I also have this cool little turntable. I bought this on Amazon. So if you guys want to check it out on Amazon, very helpful, especially if you're gonna design regularly. What are you making? I'm making a flower. Yo, Natty B. Yo, this is yours, bro. Yo, I had to go get a haircut, but he took forever, so that's why I'm doing that. But that's what I'm making. All right, so we got this. So we got the green. I'm gonna add 2 more strips of this green. The customer did request mostly green, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm also doing live right now, or I'm on live on TikTok. So you guys want to follow me on there, Rick the Flower Guy. I'm there. Ooh, okay, cool. See, these pom-poms, I like them a lot because they're natural, they're spaced out, they take up a lot of space, it's very inexpensive, so you get the best of both worlds. Or best of 4 worlds, I guess. I named like 4 things. But I'm gonna add this, and this might be my last one. I don't like this stem or that bunch, so get rid of that. Yeah, I like this one a little better. Cool. So that's in there, and now we've got the shape going a little bit, and now I want to add some of these Alstroemeria. Ooh, this stem is pinched. You gotta be careful with stems that are pinched because they will die. The flower itself looks pretty good, but it's gonna die. So we can't use that, that's very unfortunate. Just be aware of that when you're shopping for your flowers. I don't like how they have these little tags on them, but whatever. Ooh, I like this up here. So as I'm designing, there's gonna be little patches, for example, like this, and I'm kind of keeping in mind where I want there. So I saw a hole up here, I'm like, all right, I want the Alstroemeria. I'm leaving this space available for these other pom-poms or the white roses, but I know I want something different here. And the key for designing with multiple ingredients is to evenly spread out your ingredients. For example, I put an Alstroemeria here. Now I'm gonna rotate it to put an Alstroemeria somewhere else. And basically, some people use it like a rule of 3. They'll put 3, so 1, 2, and 3 evenly spread out. I guess I subconsciously follow that, but not really. Like sometimes I'll group another Alstroemeria here if it looks okay. It really just depends on your preference. Is that true that flowers last longer in warm water? No, I honestly wouldn't say that. One of my main reasons, so someone on live asked if keeping the flowers in warm water lasts longer. No, and because, for example, a lot of flowers for warehouses and wholesalers, they're stored in coolers. So they're in cold temperatures, cold water. Some of them keep them in water, some of them dry pack. But for the ones that do keep them in cold water, yeah, I guess that wouldn't make sense to say that. What people do though is for dahlias specifically and certain hydrangea, what they do, they initially cut them and they put them in warm water. And what that does, it allows the stems to open up a bit and allows them to drink water properly and fully hydrate. But from then, you don't want to add, or you don't want to make your arrangement with warm water. It'll damage the flowers. Some people might say otherwise. I personally would never do that. So yeah, I mean, really just experiment. If you don't believe me, try it for yourself. But like I said, I personally would never do that. So now we're going to use some of these yellow pom-poms. I don't like that bunch. Let's use this one. This one's going to be kind of tricky to work with, to be honest. Gonna throw a spray rose in here immediately because I know I want the spray rose there. Tuck that in low. Now I want something in here. I think I'm going to use a yellow pom-pom. So like I said, don't really think about it. Just go with your gut feeling. I feel like that's how I make my best designs, when I just go with my gut feeling. And it's a lot easier said when you have experience, but with practice, you'll get to that point. So I'm gonna throw that guy in there. I want a white spray rose down here. Throw this in here. So there seems to be a lot of green bunch here. So my issue right now is that I have a lot of green bunch here and I don't like it. So I'm gonna break it up with something. I'm gonna break it up with some yellow. We'll do some yellow. Break it up with some yellow. I like this bunch. I'm gonna save it for later. What I'm gonna do then is use this bunch. And I don't want the bunch too bulky, so I'm gonna take off a majority of these flowers. Take off this one. So I'm only leaving 3 stems left. So I've got 3 of these heads. Kind of making some room for this guy. We'll throw him in here. Ooh, it's getting a little tight now. Ooh. Okay, we'll do that. I need some white spray rose down here. Tuck that in super low. This Alstrameri is sticking out a little more, but that's fine. Let's see, I want a little yellow here. Do that. And so we're almost done. We're gonna go ahead and use these guys. That looks like I can throw something in here, so I'll use a spray rose. Ooh, I don't like the shape of that. Let's do this one. Yeah. Maybe we could use this Alstrameri. Nah, it's too short. Let's not do that. I'm gonna use this one. now I'm just filling in the gaps, moving things around, seeing what I like, seeing what I don't like, rearranging things. But for the most part, I got the shape. I like where it's at. I like where it's going. Throw another yellow guy there. Now these are all just details at this point. Some yellow down here. I think I'm gonna add 2 down here. So I've got 1 there, and I'll add 1 more. So basically now I'm utilizing some of these longer stems of the pom-pom bunch. And let's do another yellow down here. Perfect. All right, I think that was gonna be my last stem. Let me just double check. Let me add 1 more here then. Add this last one. I like the yellow. The yellow makes everything pop. Cool. All right, so there we go. Let me clean everything up and I can show you guys the final result. Right, so that's gonna be the final product. I did add a little bow to it. It is a gift, so I wanna make it a little more presentable. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel also. I'm always coming out with new videos, something different and creative. And all my social media is going to be linked down below, so make sure to follow me there. Have Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, everything. It'll be linked down below. Thank you guys so much, and Happy New Year. It's actually December 31st right now that I'm recording it, so hope everyone has a good New Year and is safe and has a good 2021. There we go. All right, bye.